Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 and Samsung Galaxy Buds Live, along with the Samsung Galaxy Watch 3. Wow, that's a lot of devices in one day. So in this video, I want to talk about the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 and S7 Plus. These are like practically the Android tablets that will be going up against Apple's best. So we had to talk. So right off the bat, their screen sizes, since we already know they're going to be rocking the latest and greatest internals, so I'm not actually going to talk much on the performance. The Snapdragon 865 is going to give us some very awesome performance. So now the screen sizes. The Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 has an 11-inch screen with a 120Hz refresh rate, while the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 Plus has a 12.4-inch screen that's OLED and also supports 120Hz. When I saw this, I was like, why? Because you could have just put OLED on the two tablets and I don't think anybody would have died. Samsung, what the hell were you thinking? Okay, so I'm just going to move away from that. These screens have aspect ratios of 16:10, which is pretty decent. Now the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 has some things going for it. It has an in-display fingerprint reader as opposed to a side-mounted fingerprint reader on the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7. These days, a lot of people prefer capacitive fingerprint readers, so that means that the side-mounted fingerprint reader will be more appealing to some people, but for someone like me, I might take the in-display fingerprint reader. Okay, so the next thing we need to talk about is basically their design. Now, Samsung has been pushing this bronze-ish color. It's actually beautiful to look at, but I don't know. To me, I don't really like it. No, I love it. I love the color, but then I feel like it's too shouty, like it's too loud for me. I prefer something more subtle, so I'd probably go with something like black or blue. No, I didn't choose blue because blue happens to be the color that is everywhere on my channel. Moving on, the S Pen on these devices is also one other place where these tablets are a bit different. Now, I read an article on GSM Arena that says that the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 Plus has the new S Pen that you can find on the Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra. So that means that it has very low latency time. So when you're drawing or writing on the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 with its original S Pen, latency is very low, around the 9 millisecond mark, whereas that of the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 will be a bit more. I think about 14 milliseconds as opposed to the 9 on the Tab S7 Plus. Pretty decent. I'm happy with all of this, so I won't talk too much. Battery sizes on these phones. The Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 has a 10,090 mAh battery as opposed to 7,040 mAh on the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7. Samsung, couldn't you have done like 8K mAh? I mean, oh well, maybe I'm asking for too much. And the tablets also support the tablets have 4 speakers, all that support Dolby Atmos sound. So listening, consuming media on this, watching videos, playing music, whatever it is that you want to do on this tablet, you can be rest assured that it will have some very good audio. But now let's talk. When I saw the spec sheet, I was happy at first, but then I now realized that I was reading the S7 Plus spec sheet. The regular S7, I don't know, it seems like it's a sort of trend for most of these Samsung products where Samsung is trying to like do everything to push you towards the more value, or rather the more expensive versions of these products. Personally, for like the average everyday person who isn't very techy, the specs of the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 is fine and decent for them. But then for the very techie person who now looks into all the various intricacies of these devices, having an LCD screen on this, even though it's cheaper than the iPad Pro, I know some people will definitely complain. I'm not complaining, but I know people will definitely complain. At least Samsung didn't skip out on giving us 120 Hz on this screen, so I can't complain too much about it. Samsung knows why they choose IPS, not IPS, but TFT, whatever, on their tablets. But I don't know, I feel like there could have been more for this, and I've been saying that a lot for a lot of devices I've been talking about recently on the channel. But for the regular Samsung Galaxy Tab S7, as much as you will be tempted to go for the higher variant, I beg you in God's name, go for the more budget friendly one. If you absolutely need the bigger screen real estate, then fine, you can go for the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 Plus. But if you're not really someone who cares about it, if you think that anything higher than like 8 inches or so is too much for you, then the 11-inch Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 is for you. But let me know in the comments what you think about this device. Will you get it, or will you go back to something like Samsung Galaxy Tab S6, which should be a bit cheaper than this? Let me know. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.